Space pirates boarded a human freight ship. They forgot humans love close combat. The Meridian shuddered as the grappling hooks caught hold. Captain Elena Vasquez felt the impact through the deck plating, a metallic groan that traveled up through her boots. 30 seconds. That's how long the proximity alarms had given them before the boarding pod hit. She stood in the central corridor, flanked by her cargo officer, Marcus, and the ship's cook, David. Behind them, the navigation system displayed the enemy vessel specs in cold blue text. ZYX class raider. Estimated crew of 12. Built for long-range combat. Built for standoff warfare. The freight ship Meridian wasn't built for anything except hauling. Textiles, agricultural enzymes, synthetic proteins. Nothing that would fetch enough on the black market to justify an actual pirate attack. Which meant they weren't here for cargo. They were here for the ship itself. The airlock door erupted inward with shaped charges. Elena had already calculated this. The Meridian was a workhorse freighter with hull breaches that could be sealed from 3 different compartments. She'd ordered the forward section depressurized 5 minutes ago. The raiders would have to take the long route through the maintenance tunnels to reach the command deck. Through the speakers, she heard the metallic clang of boots hitting the deck. 6 raiders emerged from the breach in combat formation, their bodies encased in pressure suits studded with microthrusters and reinforced at the joints. Expensive gear, military grade. They moved with the coordinated efficiency of professionals. Weapons up, scanning the corridor. One of them raised a hand. They stopped. Meridian crew, a voice crackled through the comm. Synthesized gender neutral, likely an AI translator. Surrender your ship. We will not harm you if you comply. Elena thumbed the intercom. We're not authorized to surrender company property. You'll need to negotiate with our corporate office. A pause. She imagined them calculating, running probability trees through whatever tactical algorithms governed their operations. Long-range combat favored them. Boarding favored her. This was a gamble they were taking, and they were betting on the simple math of superior firepower in an open space. What they'd forgotten was that humans were still, even now, the galaxy's best weapon in confined spaces. The lead raider advanced 10 meters down the corridor, weapon raised. A carbine of some kind, designed for vacuum combat, low recoil, gyroscopic stabilization, accurate at range. Useless in a knife fight. Elena moved. She didn't run. She launched, using the low gravity and 20 years of habit aboard rotating ships. Her body twisted in the zero-G corridor, presenting a minimal profile. The raider's first burst went wide, plasma bolt scorching the wall behind her trajectory. Her fingers found the cable conduit she'd memorized from the schematics, just above her head, running the length of the corridor. She caught it, swung her weight perpendicular to the raider's sight line, and transferred momentum into her lower body. Her boots connected with the raider's helmet with the force of someone who'd done maintenance work in microgravity for 2 decades. The raider's head snapped back. The suit's stabilizers compensated, but only partially. He staggered backward into his teammate. Marcus was already moving. The cargo officer lacked Elena's experience, but he had mass and desperation. He launched himself horizontally, using the wall as a springboard, his entire body becoming a projectile. He hit the second and third raiders like a deployed airbag. David didn't move with the same grace. The cook simply pushed off from the bulkhead and accelerated straight forward in a dead sprint, grabbing a section of emergency piping that ran across the ceiling. He swung like a club as he approached the 4th raider. The raiders had trained for zero-gravity combat. They drilled in sims and centrifuges, but they trained against other ZYX operatives, other species that fought the same way they did, with precision, with distance, with calculated application of force. They hadn't trained against humans who'd learned to fight in the spaces between stars, where a freighter's maintenance corridor became a 3-dimensional chessboard. Elena felt the raider's carbine come up again. She was already past him, feet on the wall, rebounding toward the 5th and 6th operatives. She pulled a wrench from her belt. Just a wrench, a tool she'd been carrying because you always carry tools aboard a freighter. But in her hands, with that kind of velocity behind it, it became something else. The raider she'd hit first was recovering. His suit's diagnostics would be screaming about impact trauma, neural feedback, making his movements sluggish. Elena closed the distance and hit him again, not with a wrench this time, but with a knee strike that humans have been perfecting for 10,000 years before they ever reached orbit. Behind her, David's piping had connected. One raider was pinned against the ceiling. Stunned, Marcus had somehow managed to disarm his opponent. It lasted 40 seconds. The remaining 3 raiders retreated toward their boarding pod, moving with the desperate, jerky motions of professionals whose tactical advantage had evaporated. Elena let them go. She needed to know how many more were coming. As the pod detached and burned away, Elena looked at her crew. Marcus was bleeding from a gash across his temple. David was breathing hard, gripping the piping. Elena's ribs ached where a plasma bolt had grazed her suit. She opened a channel to the ZYX vessel as it began its burn away from the meridian. "You might want to recalibrate your threat assessment models," Elena transmitted. "Humans aren't built for the void, but we were built to keep breathing when everything tries to kill us. In the long game, you'll beat us every time. In the short game," she paused. "In the short game, you forgot what we are." The raider vessel didn't respond. It simply accelerated away, disappearing into the black. Elena sealed the airlock breach and ordered the ship depressurized sections repressurized. As the air hissed back in, she realized what was truly unsettling. The ZYX had been right. They were superior in every meaningful measure. Faster, stronger, better equipped, more disciplined. And yet they'd run. Which meant next time, they'd come better prepared. With overwhelming numbers or standoff tactics or patience. The era of human advantage in close combat was ending, burning away like a meteor. Evolution had favored them in gravity wells and confined spaces. But evolution was being edited now. Elena looked at her hands, still shaking slightly, and understood that what they'd just won was a reprieve, not a victory. The galaxy was getting better at killing humans every single day. Today, they